Interesting. The last episode of Chainsaw Man was very, very interesting. To be honest, the mission, like, it went by so fast for me. I don't know if you guys felt this way, but for me, it definitely did. Like, I was totally wrong about Sawatora. It's crazy how I was just hyping her up last episode, saying how dangerous she might be due to her association with the Gun Devil. Since Sawatori is dealing with the Gun Devil and has contact with him, that means she's more dangerous than we think. She's way more dangerous than I originally thought, at least. Because in my head, what kind of person do you have to be even be able to have contact with the Gun Devil and like still maintain contact with the Gun Devil and not be dead afterwards, you know? So I know she's definitely not gonna die anytime soon, for sure. And watch how I'll be wrong and she dies the next episode. But what's even crazier is that I even called it that she was gonna die this episode somehow, some way. I thought she was more overpowered, more broken, but the goat Kobani is like leagues ahead of her, confirmed. Speaking of Kobani, I remember reading a comment before that she potentially has like an assassin devil. I kind of see that now. Like the way she pulled up on Sawatawa is crazy. She might have something like that. That's a very, very good prediction of what her devil contract is. And then the Katana Man versus Denji fight, right? Did Denji really got stronger? Did he really get that much stronger from his training, or he just got like a little bit smarter, I guess? You know, maybe him growing or able to have his chainsaw come out of his leg, that's new. You know, that's a new thing. I don't know if it's something he gained because he got stronger or he just got smarter and figured out he could do that this whole time, you know? Because man, low-key, the Katana Man literally has one move. Like if he ain't doing the fatality Mortal Kombat like move, then I don't know. Like that's literally all he could do. He literally spammed that. It's towards the end of the fight, which literally cost him the whole fight, which is crazy. Originally, when I was watching this episode, I thought this episode was gonna be all about Himeno and getting revenge for Himeno, especially how they humiliated the Katana Man. That was crazy. But since the mission ended pretty quickly, in my opinion, they had time to leave some information for next season and set things up. Makima confirmed that they got enough chunks to go after the Gun Devil, so it looks like Gun Devil is gonna make an appearance next season, which is crazy because I think they even mentioned they mentioned this too, that Saratori had a contract with the Gun Devil, and just by asking her a question about him is GG an insta kill. Like that's crazy. Actually, a very important piece of information that probably slipped by your mind. Did you guys notice this? Did you guys notice when Power left the elevator to face the zombies, she made this small little comment, like under her breath she was saying, oh, I could defeat these zombies. So it looks like she's definitely conscious of who she can and who she can't fight against, and despite her high self-esteem, high, I guess, cockiness or ego maybe, but despite all of that, it looked like she potentially does have some type of fear or insecurities inside. I feel it, because there's no way they just have her make this comment about like I could defeat these guys, like, you know, and leaving Denji to go upstairs. There's no way they just put that there for nothing. I feel like there's something more to Power inside, like, because I mentioned this too in, I think it was my episode 9 reaction, when they mentioned how she ran off during that fight back then, and I was comparing her to Kobani, and I had a little theory that they were like basically polar opposites, where one is confident in the inside and the other's confident, you know, that looks confident to everybody else, but is actually the other way around. Especially since I think during this episode they had Kobani and Power like stand next to each other too, which is low-key symbolic that my theory is probably in the right track. I'm gonna stick to it because I believe I'm right on that. But yeah, man, Chainsaw Man try to have a happy ending, try to have some joy into the final episode, since it's been crazy since when, like episode 8, like since episode 8 it's just been like they had no rest, really, no breaks, no nothing, like no rest. So they just wanted to give them the happy ending. Oh wait, I almost forgot about this too. So I made this YouTube short a long time ago about this scene here that they showed in like episode 1. I think it's like the very first scene before they went into the show, about this door and like Denji just heavily breathing and walking up to the door. So it's been confirmed that this is a dream he's been having all this time. But I feel like what this door means is this is where the Gun Devil is hiding, is some somewhere in a hideout with this door involved. Oh, another thing too, we still don't know why the Gun Devil's after Denji or the Chainsaw Devil's heart. I thought they was about to reveal that information right here, right now, but it looks like we have to wait until next season. But I'm so curious on why Denji or the Chainsaw Devil itself, like why is the Gun Devil or why every other devil is so curious about the chainsaw, like what's so special about it. But I guess we'll learn more about it in the next season. So they done a very good job in setting things up for next season. But anyways, man, to be honest, I don't really understand what was like the final scene. It's just like a new character that like Denji forgot about in childhood and just appearing again. Like I really don't understand the final scene. But anyways, this was a really good ending. This was a happier ending than I expected from Chainsaw Man. If I'm being real, they kind of mopped the floor with the two characters that changed everything for them. They kind of mopped the floor with them in the final episode. But regardless, I'm glad they were able to set things up for next season. They definitely left some questions remaining for us to find out when the show comes back. So yeah, man, one more thing before I go. I think next week I'm going to be releasing a Chainsaw Man episode tier list, so watch out for that. And that's where I'm gonna really reveal my thoughts on which episode I think were really good and which ones I think were not so good. You probably already have a hint or idea already of which ones I do or don't based on the reviews, but that's gonna be a video where I go a little bit more in depth of why I like it or why I don't like the episode. So yeah, subscribe, I guess. This is the first time I'm saying this. Subscribe and turn on post notification to check that out next week.